Hi folks, so I just wanted to show you a few things within Maya that might save your life when it comes to saving your work and making sure that you're not losing anything. Now, what you're going to need to do is come up to Windows and go to Settings and Preferences. Okay, within this folder we're going to do a few things to set up Maya to be a little bit more friendly. As some of you know, and if you don't already, Maya is a tricky piece of software. It can work against you at times. It's pretty unforgiving. So if you save things incorrectly or you run into problems, you end up with files that perhaps are corrupted or all over the place, or basically you run into a lot of dead ends quite easily with Maya. So what we're going to do is change a few things to make sure that we've got a few safety nets there to protect us if we go and have any problems. So what you want to come down to is Files and Projects in the Settings area, so just here. And what we can do is change a few things on here to help protect us. So I want to tick this box where it says Autosave. I'm going to hit Enable. Interval, I'm going to leave that at 10 minutes. So what this is doing, every 10 minutes it's going to hit and autosave for us, so we can always be saving our work. A lot of you forget to do this. It's easily done. If you're working away on something, and Maya, you can get engrossed in something and work away for, you know, an hour or so on a model, and then you realise you've not saved it, and it might be too late. You might have made a mistake. Maya might have crashed. Anything could have happened, and you've lost all your work. So ticking this autosave enable is really handy to do. Make sure you do that. The other thing you can do is if you come down to where it says undo, Maya has a finite number of undos. So basically, by default, Maya is set up that you can only undo something, hit Control and Z up to 50 times. After that, you lose everything. So if you change this and go to infinite, you can always undo. You can always undo and go back and correct your mistakes. This should be fine to tweak. If you're working at home and you've got limited RAM on your PCs, then you might run into a little issue with this, but I would just suggest that you change this onto infinite and set that up. So hit save. Okay, so we've protected ourselves that way. The other thing we can do is set up Maya to save incrementally, and what this means is if I'm working on this scene, I'm going to be creating some props in here. If I start working away and end up making some mistakes, and actually I preferred my work earlier on, when I set up Maya to save incrementally, what that will do is that it will save new scenes and add a number after them. So it'll be like props 1, props 2, props 3, props 4, and you can kind of work backwards, and if you're happier with an older version, you can revisit that scene and then continue working from that point. So to do that, you go to Save Scene and you want to hit this little box. So as we know in Maya, whenever there's a little box next to a command action, it means that we've got more options. So if I click in that box, we get a little window pop up and we can hit Incremental Save, and this means that it's going to create a new file, a new scene every time we save it. So hit Save and Close. And this way we've got a few things now to help protect us when we're working, making sure that we can revisit older work if we make mistakes, and that it's auto-saving, so we're all saving our work as we go. Alright folks, thanks for that.